right, we have Aditya versus John. This is the finals, and here is going to be the die roll to determine who is going to go first. Will Aditya roll higher? And he does, an 11. Let's hope that Aditya does not brick, because I want the DFW to win here, man, truly. This is a amazing player from my local area, so hopefully he shows out. Versus John, which I don't know John, but I know he's Canadian, and we can't have Canada win. We got to take it back to Texas. Even though Texas has a lot of problems right now, I want Texas to win no matter what. So he starts with a Lucas, which does not get stopped or responded to, and he is able to get a 5 mana to hand to fusion summon here now. So not able to start with branded cards, but it's okay. Now he uses Nibiru and the Pan from his hand, which is going to allow him to go into Arthalion. Arthalion is going to try to grab Pan and 5 mana. Chainlink 2, Pan is going to set a Dracotail spell or trap. So we're going to go ahead and probably see him either drop a Ketu or a Rahu onto the field. And it will be Rahu Dracotail. Now I wonder if Aditya is playing the Hieratic package as well. Only time can tell, of course. So from here, he is going to go ahead and link. I can't talk right now. He's going to link summon into the Spirit and then link off both of those two monsters into a Seals. And now he's going to activate the Rahu Dracotail, which is going to allow him to dump Urgula, more than likely, from deck to the graveyard, and the 5 mana from hand to set 2 more cards, which is likely going to be Flame and Sting, maybe Horn. Let's see. So the Gulamel is summoned in attack mode, and now Chainlink 1 Urgula, Chainlink 2 5 mana. This is going to allow Aditya to set a few spell or traps of his choosing. We are going to see Sting, and let's see what else. Flame. Okay, cool. I think I saw Horn in the deck, so I don't know that he's going to be able to actually place that into the end board, but, you know. Sting and Flame, 2 very good cards to be able to have here. So from here, we will see Urgula activate its effect to place itself to the bottom of the deck and place the 5 mana back into his hand. So we know Pan, 5 mana, no Nibiru though, but I guess you don't really need it when you can go ahead and grab it next turn. So we're going to see John draw to start his turn, and is he going to drop a Fua? Looks like he will not. Oh no, he does. Okay, so Fualos dropped in the draw phase, more than likely, maybe even the start of the main. No, it wouldn't be the start of the main, because then you play into the 5 mana really hard. So yeah, it's going to be in the draw phase. And now he's going to normal summon Saji and activate the Saji effect to search for a spell or trap. This Saji is 2 different cards on the field when he is normal summon. Not only does he grab the ritual spell, but he also becomes Almirage, because it is a monster with 1,000 or less attack, which means if John has any yummy monsters in hand, he'll be able to take advantage of the Almirage and synchro summon with it, or, you know, just have a Link 1 body to be able to special summon from hand. So we'll see what Aditya ends up doing. More than likely, oh, okay, so he has prayer, so he probably already has a ritual. Could potentially also use that prayers to search for the Habakiri, maybe Murakumo. We'll see. Here's the thing though, Flame is still a card. Now John probably has an Ash Blossom if he's going this aggressively into this play. Here is the Almirage. Now, will Aditya activate the Hieratic Seals? If he does, he bounces the Almirage, but I think Seals to summon is a mandatory effect. So there's a big risk in doing so. So he will commit to activate the Seals to bounce the Almirage. John is thinking if it's worth interacting with it whatsoever. He could have a Call by the Grave since we know he's main decking it at this point. Very scary though. So he does allow that to resolve here, and now Seals will mandatorily draw, not mandatorily draw, but summon out the Malulu. Okay. Now this isn't the end of the world, right? Playing into the Fua going first already sucks. Doing it on your opponent's turn after you ended your turn is just as bad, but I think you're just going to have to take that risk and, you know, continue so that you just don't outright lose. But the Fua does present an issue because, again, this could just draw bells and ashes to stop the flames and whatnot. And here, he does tribute the Habakiri from the hand, which is going to net him a monster and a spell more than likely. One thing he might want to do is activate Sting. And he does activate the Sting, targeting the Habakiri. Nothing else. And that resolves, so no response from John. So the Sting will resolve here, putting back a Rahu and drawing a card. And the Habakiri is going to be banished, which means on resolution of prayers, he will not be able to search for a card because its location has changed from where it was tributed. Now, Aditya's deck is really good in the fact that when you establish your end board, you don't just have your fusions and their effects, but also have the ability to draw into multiple hand traps. So even if the Murakumo gets properly summoned here and blows up the field, it's truly not the end of the world. And here comes Yummy Surprise. What a interesting turn of events. This is going to resolve special summoning Lollipo and probably shuffling back the art here. And now he's thinking on resolution of the Lollipo summon. One thing he can do is summon Arthalion to bounce both of these monsters to hand, or summon Arthalion to bounce on the Biru and the Lollipo. So Malulu is going to go ahead and activate and resolve here. Again, this will give John another draw, but it may not be the end of the world. Oh, and he's going to use Pan. I forgot he has that effect. So here comes Arthalion. Chainlink 1, Arthalion, which is going to target Lucas. So yeah, Chainlink 2, Pan, 3 Malulu here. So he's going to add the Lucas instead of adding a Nibiru, which is fine. Chooses also not to activate Gulamel. And then pop the Lollipo, preventing him from going into a Snatchy, adding back the Lucas to get some follow-up. And oh no, John has multiple cards in hand. Wow. Murakumo, it looks like Ritual, the Field Spell, and the Trap. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, nothing here to be able to play with. Unfortunate. I mean, he has a mirror, but it probably just gets stopped at that point. So yeah, that is truly unfortunate. Alright, well, Aditya wins game number 1. He's 1-0, match point, set to win the event here. So let's go. Plano, Texas. So here we have game number 2. John starting with the same card, Lollipo. So Aditya is going to activate the Fualos, which will resolve, and now he's going to get a draw. This is a very good situation for him because there's a very big chance that John has to end on a small end board and not have anything grand, but there's also a chance that he may have some Mitsurugi cards in the mix. So we'll see if that ends up being the case here. Aditya is looking poised to win this match here. John debating on whether or not he places the minion or the Akroki. Let's see what he ends up doing here. So here comes Minion. Minion will be able to summon out the Lollipo. Now, if he wants to get aggressive, he can make the Cupsy, but I believe it might be unnecessary. We'll see what ends up occurring. I mean, he's weighing out his options in his hands. He has Droll. He has, it looks like Ghost Spell, potentially. But here we see the minion attempt to summon back out the Lollipo. Will he have a Bestial? And he does. Bestial Saronir. That's amazing. If John does have a bell, he should use it, but it looks like he doesn't, which is unfortunate. Wow, unfortunate. Now, oh, but he has the second Lollipo in hand, and he's able to special summon it here, placing it onto the field, and will John commit to another play here? He's taking his time thinking about it. And it looks like he will commit to a summon of the Cupsy. Now, he does have Ghost Bell, so it looks like the reason he just didn't do it was because he didn't need to. Wholeheartedly, he was going to get the Lollipop no matter what, so this worked out in his favor. It was able to bait out a card, but unfortunately, it is a big body that can just run over any of the monsters potentially, so we see him activate the effect of Cupsy Yummy Way. Cupsy Yummy Way is going to resolve here, I believe, unless Aditya has a response. And Ash Blossom here would go hard, admittedly. 3 cards in hand. We know Beldroll, like I said, so he has no response, it looks like. Okay. So, looking at the amount of cards in his hand now, what does he discard? Probably the Marshmallow? It looks like it's going to be the Droll and Lockbird based on him placing it out here onto the front. Okay. So, I know I was quiet there, but I was assessing the situation. He may not even discard the Droll. I think what he's actually going to do is discard another card in his hand and discard the Droll since Aditya did draw from the summon. This is interesting. So basically, he's trying to get all the necessary tools he needs to win before he utilizes the Droll so that he can keep playing into the Fua without giving Aditya any more draws. But, like, that's still rough. I mean, if he sets up a Herald, I guess it does get attacked over, so I don't know if it's worth it. But he's taking his sweet time. And he does discard Droll on resolution. Now, slow play warning is apparently issued. The Cupsy Yummy will be summoned here to activate its effects. I don't know that Aditya has a response, though. I haven't seen Valor from him all day, so I doubt that that would be the case. Okay. Let's see. From here, he will activate the Marshmallow after adding the surprise. The surprise... Well, it's a surprise. The end state here is just more than likely that he is going to go ahead and Try to make a Herald hard this way, maybe, but like, is that even good? I guess it's not the worst thing because he does have the surprise. Okay, yeah, I mean, John is going to have to hurry up and play because he already has one slow play warning, and this is on time, so it's not like they get a time extension in the finals, which means he could potentially get a loss from playing really slow. Oh, okay, I see the last card in his hand. It's the Mitsurugi Ritual. Unfortunate. Oh my god, he's taking back his plays again. There we go. So this is going to go for the Samsara Cat. This is going to give Aditya his 6th card in his hand. Technically 7th, but we'll ignore the Saranir onto the field right now. Let's see. Now from here, John is going to go ahead and Synchro Summon, more than likely for the Herald. Here it is. Yeah, okay. It looks like they were having a dispute on whether or not, he was able to go ahead and get the draw because he was under draw, but he's not under draw. He discarded it for the Cup C effect. So now we do see John special summon out, or at least attempt to, with the surprise. But I think if Aditya has a ghost spell, he should. But instead, he goes ahead and attempts to use Druid's Worm, targeting the Marshmallow, preventing John from potentially getting the surprise back so that he can play even further into his turn. And the Herald is going to be activated to negate and destroy the Druid's Worm. Does he have another Bestial in hand? No, he does not. Now, this is actually really good because the Herald now can grab Mitsurugi Murakumo, right? And that can allow him to actually get that onto the board here. And this is all good. Nice. Alright, so this is a pretty good situation all in all. The Herald is out from the field. No longer does Aditya have to worry about his cards getting banished if he decides to fusion summon. And with the Murakumo on field, John, on the other hand, is able to remove the Saranir, preventing the threat of a battle destruction. And he's able to add follow-up. He can tribute the Habakiri, in fact, to grab himself the Great Purification. But again, Aditya has 6 cards in hands at least. So this seems pretty bad. Does Aditya have anything? Looks like the answer is no. So Saranir is destroyed as Chainlink 2. Habakiri is going to resolve Chainlink 1 to search for what's likely to be the Great Purification. Or he could add Mirror and then have 2 bodies. He could potentially link summon. So Saranir effect. We'll now go ahead and dump a Branded or Bestial, I believe. This is going to dump out the Bestial Baldrake. That's an interesting mill, right? Because, like, drawing it isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oh well, we'll see. From here, we are going to see the Mitsurugi Mirror be activated to ritual summon from hand or graveyard. Such an amazing card. I'm glad that they invented it. Oh, and Meows is activated. That's tough. I mean, I guess at this point you go ahead and negate it with Murakumo, right? Might as well get like rid of another card from his hand. What's happening? Oh my god, are they gonna give John the loss? Okay, we're gonna be right back and see if they give him the game loss. Okay, luckily they did not escalate the loss here, and Aditya does get his draw, and on the activation of the Murakumo, Ash Blossom is activated to prevent the Murakumo from searching and special summoning itself back out. That is really rough. Samsara Cat is now going to special summon itself from the graveyard by putting back the Herald, giving Aditya again another draw, which is insane. And now he's going to set a card, which is probably going to be the surprise, and then pass. So end phase, he needs 4 plus 6. And now it's up to his turn, and let's see if Aditya can win here. So here, he starts with a Ketu Dracotail. And the Samsara Cat is going to activate its effect. Is it a synchro summon? I think it's a quick synchro. Did Aditya not read again? The crowd is actually upset. They all just reacted. I just heard them. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, look, it sucks, truly, but like, it's fine. He doesn't need to fusion summon here. It's just insane how Aditya does this all the time. Aditya not reading the Samsara is a quick synchro. And you know, it's not like Aditya doesn't play. Like, he plays fairly often. It's just so hilarious how this just keeps happening to him. Now here, John is going to go ahead and activate the Yummy Surprise, which gets Ghost Belled. That Ghost Bell should be banished, but it's okay. Surprise activated. Does he go for the Herald? I think he will. I think if he wants to play and not lose outright to a fusion spell, then he's going to have to go ahead and not negate with the Herald, honestly. Like, he loses his follow-up, he loses his bodies, he loses his synchros, but I think at that point Aditya just carefully pieces out the rest of the board and then wins, man. But the Arclight will activate its effect to tribute and negate the activation of the bell and destroy it. And now he's going to resolve the surprise to special summon out the Cupsy. And from here, Aditya now has full reign to be able to hopefully win the game from here. I know he's upset at the fact that he misplayed here a little bit, but you're just gonna have to deal with that fumble a little bit and then hope that you win from here. Let's see what he brings to the table. Aditya looking at his graveyard. Quite a lot of cards here, but nothing in the grave that would help him right now. So if he has Lucius, I think I would just normal summon it, honestly, and then... Oh! Activates the Albaz to synchro summon. Not synchro, fusion. Cupsy is chained, which will bring back 2 yummy monsters. We might see Albion, the original Albion, come out. Okay. I think if I'm Aditya, I target the Cupsy. Yeah. So the Cupsy should bring out the Albion fusion, the red one. And there it is, red Albion. From here, Albion can go ahead and banish Albaz, and... what else will he banish? Just like any random monster in the grave, right? Like a Bestial. And then go ahead and then make the Lubellion. Let's see. Gonna be Druis Worm and Soranir. Wait, is he gonna make the Borolo Dragon or the Light and Dark Dragon? There we go. Light and Dark Dragon. So I think this pops up to the number of light or dark monsters that they use for the material. So this is the third summon. Malulu's here, and John concedes the game. Oh, they go back. And there we go. Aditya is your YCS Pittsburgh 2025 champion. Insane. A DFW win, and I am very happy for this, truly. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a wonderful series to watch. Another DFW dub got locked in for another YCS, and luckily, he's able to secure the victory. Oh wait, he normal summoned twice, huh? Oh, I see. That's why they had the little dispute at first, but he is the next YCS champion. Congratulations to Aditya. You know, John fought a hard fight, and I'm just glad that they never gave him the game loss for the slow play, and that they were able to play it out and actually secure victory. So congratulations, and hopefully if you guys enjoyed this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I think I'm going back to bed. I clearly am slurring my words and am tired. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Have a wonderful day.